What's poppin', my J dolls? And I am back with another video. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell. You guys, we are on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so do not play with us because we are not one of them. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. It is free 99. If you still don't subscribe, you a hater. Take that with your mama, because why she raised you like that? Period. All right, y'all, before we get into this story time, y'all, I'm doing a story time. I know how much y'all love the story time, so I'm doing a story time. Before we get into the story time, make sure y'all take some time to check out the description box, okay? I am a weight loss coach. I do coaching and consulting, you guys. I personally lost over 158 pounds, and I am certified in weight loss coaching, okay? Everything is virtual, and I create a one-on-one experience for you. Create your meal plans, create your workout plans, check in with your weight, check in with your food tracker. Like, I am really hands-on. This is a white glove service. If you are looking to lose weight in this new year, 2026, okay, it ain't 2026 yet, but it's coming. Make sure you go in the description box and apply to work with me. You do have to apply. You do have to answer those questions. Or if you are looking to try it on your own, go ahead and get my ebook. It is in the description box. Meal prep for the busy baddies. Just quick meals to help you eat healthy without taking so much time and still tasting good. So check out the description box. So y'all, that is sponsored by Imperfectly Fit. Okay, that's my brand. That's my business. Stand on business. But let's get to the story time, y'all. So I know y'all clicked on this because y'all want to hear about the story time about how these people got to tussling and fighting in my freaking car. I decided, y'all, to start telling my Uber stories because they be kind of crazy. They be kind of wild for real. And honestly, they be a mess, okay? So I'm going to tell y'all about the story time, how there was a fight inside of my car, okay? I can't show y'all the footage. I wish I could show you the footage, but I can't show y'all the footage. So anyways, y'all, if y'all don't know, I do Uber on the side. I haven't actually done Uber now probably about 2 months, but I do Uber on the side from here time to time or whatever. And so, y'all, I had this customer in my car. I'm gonna name him McDonald's because he worked at McDonald's. I'm gonna name him McDonald's. So I get an Uber request to pick up McDonald's, okay? This is gonna sound confusing if I name it McDonald's. Donald. That's what we're gonna name him, Donald, because it's gonna get confusing. All right, so I get a freaking request to pick up Donald. All right, I go drive towards Donald's house. I had already started to feel like I kind of wanted to have the rest of the day off. I was like, you know what? It's about time for me to go home. I kind of don't even want to pick up Donald, but let me just pick up Donald because it really wasn't even a long ride like that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pick up Donald and then I might just call it a day or I might just do one more ride. Actually, I don't even think I was going to call it a day until this happened, actually. So when I go pull up by Donald, he lived off of Starcrest, okay? Y'all don't even know who he is. But he lives off of Starcrest, and Starcrest is the hood. So I kind of already knew, it's San Antonio, y'all. I already knew that I was about to pull up to the hood. So I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize this is off Starcrest. Let's just hope this gonna be a smooth ride because I be in the hood all the time. But let's just make sure, let's just have a good smooth time, okay, y'all? So at this time, y'all, I pull up to the apartment. I see Donald coming up to my car, but then I also see like another black man in front of the apartment building, right? And he's exchanging words with Donald, like, but I'm like, okay, cool. This could be his neighbor. Like, I'm really not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, okay, he probably just talking to his neighbor, but all I know is you need to hurry the hell on because I'm out here waiting for you to get up in the car, Donald, okay? So that's how I be thinking, you know, so I see them chittering, chattering, but I don't hear no yelling or nothing of those sorts. I'm just trying to figure out which one is actually my rider, the one that's at the front of the apartment, or Donald, the one that's walking towards my car. But I see the little thing moving on the app, so I'm like, okay, this must be Donald, the one walking towards the car. Donald to me looked like a grown-ass man to me, okay? He was kind of big, like a little big boy. He wasn't like fat, like, but he was like, he had some meat on him and he was kind of tall. So I'm thinking Donald is a full-on adult. We're going to find out that he really was an adult, okay? So when he got into my car, y'all, Donald get into my car and he's talking hecka fast like, can we go? I thought he was saying if the other guy could come, okay? So as Donald is saying, can we go, there's the other guy that was in the front of the apartment walking up towards the car. And I'm like, wait, are you asking, can we go? Or are you asking if he could go? Because they look like they was having a cordial conversation. Like, they look like they was cool as hell. So I'm like, cooler than a cucumber. So I'm like, okay, like, are you asking if he can go or are you asking if we can go? He was like, no. Can you go? Can we go? By the time he said it again, the man had already opened the front door, my passenger door. Donald is in the back. He opens up the passenger door. So he's like, no. Like, I was like, oh, wait. He said that he's ready to go. Like, he said he's ready to go, So I'm about to take him, where he's supposed to go. And this guy, we're going to call him Papa. Okay, Big Papa. Big Papa is practically like, oh, no. You're not going nowhere because this is my son. He's not going nowhere. So I'm like, whoa. So this is your son. At this time, he opens up the back door while he says, no, he's not going nowhere. This is my son. So he opens the door. So I'm like, oh, this nigga daddy. Like, what is going on here? Like, what in the diabolical is going on? So I'm like, I'm trying to dissect, like, should I even be taking this kid? Even though Donald is the one that ordered the Uber and his name was on the freaking Uber and it was attached to his freaking phone. I'm just here to do my job, okay? I'm not no motherfucking CPS worker. I'm not no motherfucking, none of that. I'm none of that, okay? I'm just here to drive Donald off, okay? I already put him in the car. He already in the car. I already said this ride. I'm about to get my money. So, yeah, at this point, I'm thinking Donald look like a grown-ass man. So I'm like, what is going on? So at this point, Big Papa, his dad, is yanking. He has a backpack, right? He has a backpack or whatever. He's yanking Donald by the backpack, trying to drag us out the car. Like, and I mean, this is happening in my back seat. And I'm like, whoa. Let's calm it down. Y'all, I'm very calm because at this time, I've done a lot of rides. I really don't even got time for the bullshit. For me, like, even if we have a problem, I would just be like, get out. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be yelling, like, get the fuck out. Like, I'm not going to even do that with you unless I got to. I'm going to just tell you, get out respectfully. And if I got to keep telling you, then that's when the problems will arise, right? And I keep it on me. I keep something on me, okay? So, at the end of the day, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. And honestly, I'm not scared because I've never been, this sounds crazy, but I've never been afraid to die. I've never been afraid, okay? And if you're going to try to jack it, you better complete the challenge. I'm telling you. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, y'all, they're yanking in the back. His son is pulling the opposite way, and then Big Papa is pulling him the way to drag him out the car. So they're just back and forth. And his son, Donald, keeps screaming like, please go. So right now in my head, I got a million things going on because I'm like, I don't know the circumstances. I can't technically go because the back door is open. Big Papa is yanking Donald. If I go, I will run over his daddy's foot. Like, this is all I'm thinking is like, I don't know how dangerous this is going to get. I don't know if he's being abused. I don't know what to do. But I know I can't go because if I go, I'm going to run over his foot and I'm going to jail. So, baby, we got to think this logically. So, at this time, like, I'm like, okay, y'all need to really calm down. Y'all need to calm down, And the kid, Donald's like, he was like, Dad, I need to go to work. Like, what are you doing? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, can you go? Like, I just need to go to work. He was like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, nigga. I'll take you to work. He was like, no, I already paid for this Uber. I gotta go to work. So at this point, I see the fear in Donald's face. And I'm like, Donald, you must get your ass whooped at home. Like, he must be knocking you out at this house. And I'm a very empathetic person. So I'm like feeling for Donald because he's scared. And if he's scared, that means his daddy will lay them paws on him. So what really took the cake, because at first I was like, I'm not going to get in the middle of this because this could be a child not doing what he's supposed to do. He probably shouldn't even be ordering this Uber. I don't even know what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? But what changed it for me is when his dad was like, bro, you gonna get out of this car. And he's yanking him. And he did this, like, this to his face. He's like, bro, I swear. And I seen it in his daddy's face that he was going to black this man lights out. He was going to turn this little boy's lights out. And he was huge. And I mean, Big Papa had muscles like he been to prison. This one has been to prison. Okay? I told him, I said, okay, nah. Now y'all gonna have to chill. Now you need to stop because I'm gonna have to call the police. Like, I'm gonna have to call the police because you're taking it too far. Like, when he raised his fist up at the kid, that yanking stuff, okay, cool. You really want to get the kid out. And that kid was kind of strong. That's why I said, like, he wasn't really a kid, right? Because I'm like, this nigga big. What is going on here? So, y'all, he is yanking. He put his fist up. I told him, like, okay, now you're taking it too far. Like, I'm going to have to call the police if y'all don't calm down. And he was like, oh, I don't give a fuck about the police. You can call the police. You can call the police. So I said, oh, no. This one don't give a fuck. This one's a criminal. And I ain't got no time to play them type of games because when the motherfucker say he don't care about the police and he about to knock his son out, I don't want no parts of it. So at this point, yo, I'm like, okay, I know now I have to get this kid Donald away from this daddy because he don't care about the police. He about to punch this kid in the face. I really don't care what the kid did at this point. It's the fact that now you're really being abusive to your child in an Uber, bro. Like, what would you do behind closed doors if you don't give a fuck about what I'm seeing in my car? Why the camera's rolling? And I told him, I said, the cameras are rolling. I'm going to have to call the police. Like, you know, and that's what he's like, I don't give a fuck about the police. You can call the police. And this the kid, he about to get out this car. He about to get the fuck out of this car. I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like, I'm thinking at this point, I can't really think straight. And honestly, even in the video, I'm very calm. Like what is going on? After I went back and watched it, I started laughing because I was too fucking calm. Like, bro, there's a whole altercation happening in the backseat. So at this point, y'all, the one thing about me is I hate calling the police. Like, it's so weird. It's an irrational fear. But when I was growing up as a black person, I always was taught, do not call the police. Do not call the police by any means. Like, unless you, like, really about to, like, die, I guess, like, or something really, like, something really, really serious, you only call the police. It's something serious, but I was always taught to not call the police, so I have irrational fear to call the police. I don't call the police. Like, I don't call the police. So I try not to call the police at all in any situation, to be honest. And especially when it comes to two black men fighting, I don't want to be the cause of somebody getting popped, you know, going to jail. I just don't want to do all that. So at this time, y'all, he's still yanking his son, like yanking that man by his backpack, about to shake the man out of the car. I really don't know why he couldn't get Donald out of the car like that for real. Yes, the boy was kind of big, but like he was huge. Like that man looked like he'd be bench pressing 250 and up. Like he looked like he been to jail for real. Like Big Papa looked like he been through there. Take me through there, take me through. Like he been to jail before. So at this point, y'all, he finally yanks Donald so hard, but then Donald yanked himself back in the car. Soon as he yanked his whole body in my back seat, the door closed and I went zoom. Bitch, when I tell you I was out of there, as soon as that door closed, zoom off on that motherfucking daddy. I zoomed off from his daddy. I don't care, don't have no regrets. I hit the gas, the pedal to the metal and drove off on that daddy because at the end of the day, I don't really care what they had going on, and I don't even care if that kid didn't supposed to leave the house. I seen that fear in this kid's face. Like, I seen the fear in his face. I see his voice was shaking. That kid literally was really going to work. We're going to talk about that, y'all. Like, the kid just really wanted to get away from his daddy and go to freaking work. So I asked him, like, okay, well, I know I kind of got you away from your dad, but, like, how old are you? Are you even supposed to be leaving the house? Like, I don't want to be put in the middle of this, you know? And he was like, oh, like, I'm 18. Like, I'm 18. I pay my own phone bill. Like, you know, I paid for this Uber. Like, he has no right. Like, you see how he acts. Like, he gets so angry over small things and all this stuff. So he was like, I just moved from Houston to here, like, to live with my dad and all this stuff. And, like, he just acts so crazy. And so I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure that you're like of legal age, because I don't want to be taking a minor, and your dad said that he don't want you to go. I can see though he seems a little abusive, so that's why I try to get you out of there. I was like, but do you want me to call police? Do you want me to file a police report? Like, I usually don't like to be involved with those things, but if you want me to, I can. And then he was like, oh no, like it's okay. Like, but are you able, can I like get your phone number? Like just in case, like if I need proof of this, or like, you know, just in case I need the video or anything. And I was like, well, I can't give you my phone number, but like if you reach out to Uber, like I can always give it to Uber. If you want me to file a report, I can always do that. It include the video, da da da. And I thought it was kind of weird that he wanted my phone number. And I don't know if he really wanted my phone number for the incident, or if he wanted my phone number on some other stuff, because he kept asking for my phone number. And I'm like, nah, for me, I'm removing myself out of this situation. I don't want nothing to do with this situation. If you need to figure this out, you need to go through the Uber app. Because I already feel like I'm involved, and I don't know how crazy your daddy is, and if he gonna follow us and all types of stuff. So at this point, we are going, and I'm like, so like what's really like going on? Are you safe? Are you okay? You might not want to go back there tonight. Like, I'm trying to like be like, you know, empathetic and sympathetic to this kid, because he is a kid. Like, he 18 though, he's a grown man technically now, but like, you know, the brain really don't develop to 25, and I'm 29. You know, I feel like he's a little child, and I feel like I don't want no child in this type of situation. So I told him, like, you probably don't want to go back home. Like, he seemed very, very mad. Like, you know, is everything okay in your house? You know, because I'm like, he's still in school. The boy is still in school. So he told me the reason why his daddy was acting like this, and this is supposedly what his words and what he said. He's like, I'm a good kid. Like, I get good grades. I pay my own phone bill. Like, I work. He was like, I got in trouble because I brought my phone to school, and I'm not supposed to have my phone at school. And practically my teacher caught me having the phone out. And so the teacher ended up writing him up and said he can't bring his phone to school no more. And his dad said, no, you can't bring your phone ever to school no more. And he still brought his phone to school. And that's why his daddy was about to knock his lights out in the back of my car, because he brought his phone to school. And he feels like, well, I pay my own phone bill. I want to bring my phone to school. Which I think my friend was telling me about. There's a new law here in Texas or whatever, or just maybe in all schools, where you can't have your phone certain times of the day and all this type of stuff. I guess. I don't know. I don't have no kids, so I can't clarify that. Y'all can let me know in the comments if that's the thing. So maybe that might be why he had his phone out and he got written up, and then now his daddy was mad that he brought his phone to school. So this is what he said, that's why his daddy was literally threatening to punch him and trying to yank him out the car and cursing him out. I thought that was just bizarre, because I'm like, this is the reason? Like, I'm thinking you done did something you weren't supposed to be doing. Like, I thinking all types of stuff. And mind you, when I first picked up the kid, it was calm and kosher between the two. I didn't see no yelling. I didn't hear no yelling. I didn't see his daddy rushing up towards him. But mind you, the kid was coming from this direction, and the dad was from the front of the house. So maybe he was trying to sneak out the back to get to work, and his daddy caught him on the front end. And that's why his dad was pissed. I have no clue, but when I seen them, it seemed like they were neighbors having a conversation. I didn't even know that was a child. So y'all, I was really bringing this kid to work. He was like, I just really wanted to go to work. Like, I just really wanted to go to work. And he's acting crazy. He always acting crazy. Like, I can't be here anymore. Da, 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 da. So, y'all, I dropped this boy off to McDonald's. The boy works at freaking McDonald's. Like, the boy's 18, working at McDonald's. He don't seem like a bad kid, but I don't know his past. He could be bad or whatever, but he ain't better than that. He ain't better than Big Papa. He was scared of Big Papa. Like, he might have messed with the other YNs, but Big Papa, he knew better. He ain't raised no hand to Big Papa. He didn't raise his voice to Big Papa. Big Papa was gonna knock them lights out. So I don't feel like, from what I've seen, he's the type of kid that is just trying to start a bunch of physical problems because he would have tried to hit his dad back, or he would have maybe pushed his dad. He never laid hands on his dad at all. His dad was the only one yanking him, and he was just trying to yank himself back in the car. That nigga was fighting for his life because he knew if he was to go back in that house, he would have been in the hospital for real, because his dad was like, I swear to fucking God. Like, he cocked that fist back, and I really, really believe the reason why he didn't punch him is because I was there. Like, he was just too reactive to me. Like, he's done this before, and like I said, he was straight out of prison. Y'all, I dropped that kid off to McDonald's. That kid really went to work. He really went to work, okay? He wanted to go get his $13 an hour. He was not playing. Like, he got to pay that phone bill, so he keep taking that phone to school. But y'all, honestly, at that point, y'all, I said, you know what? It's time for me to clock out. It's time to clock out. It's time for me to call it a day. My nervous system cannot take no more, y'all. And honestly, I think that was the same day I was called the Nigger. So I'm gonna do a story time about that too, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that was the story. Like, that tussling was happening. I drove off on that daddy so freaking fast. I just went with my instincts. Like, oh yeah, I gotta tell y'all about how the C-Racks got in my car before. The METH heads. Like, I screw y'all, the toots. I've done experience it all. But let me know, y'all, if y'all like the little Uber story times. And I'll keep them flowing because I have a lot of stories, like crazy ones. But that was the only real fight that's happened, like physical fight that happened in my actual car. Like, and I mean, they was in the car. Like, and I wish I could show y'all the video. Like, they was in the car the whole time tussling. Like, and so that was why it was so hard for me to drive off, because his daddy was halfway in the car and the kid was all the way in the car. So that is the reason. And let me know, y'all, do y'all think I did the right thing, like, by driving off on the daddy, or you think I should just kick the kid out? Because I was also, like, tempted to just be like, okay, you got to get out. Like, you got to get out. Y'all handle this outside. Like, but the only reason why I didn't do that is because I felt like that kid was literally in danger. Like, I felt like if I would have let him out of my car, he would have got the life beaten out of him. And his dad was just screaming, I don't give a fuck. You gonna get the fuck out of here. Like, this dad seemed like he had anger problems and was a little domestic. So I was just like, let me remove this child before he really gets hurt. Even though he's 18, like, he wasn't even trying to fight his daddy. He just knew he ain't standing no chance. I wouldn't even try to fight no nigga like that. Like, that was big. Like, I wish I could show y'all that, because muscular. Like, he had muscles for days. Like, if he would have hit that kid, he would have been seeing stars. He would have maybe went into a coma. Like, I'm serious. But y'all, thank y'all for watching this story time. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Bye.